We're going to move on to our next topic after a quick word here from FanDuel. You guys have heard us talk a lot about FanDuel in the past. It is America's #1 sportsbook, and right now they're offering a little something different for everybody. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Then with the YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon at a market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel anytime you want. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to download America's #1 sportsbook. All right, Bull.
Yeah, so Mike earlier this week asked fans for their hot takes on the Browns. And so what's going to happen now is, Mike, you're going to read us those hot takes.
Yep.
And we're going to basically say whether we're buying them or selling them, right?
Yeah, these are more predictions for this game against the Giants.
Okay.
These aren't big picture. It's only 2 weeks. I don't want your full. So this was more predictions for this upcoming game. Your boldest takes, your hottest predictions for Sunday's Giants-Browns matchup.
All right. I
got 8 of them. We're going to run through as many as we can, but we're going to talk Guardians at some point, so we're not going to spend too much time on this. First one comes from Sweet Seuss, who says the Browns' defense scores more points than the offense this week against the Giants.
I'm selling that, guys. Obviously, the defense played really well last week. I've got the offense scoring 2 touchdowns this week, and I got the defense scoring 0.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That would mean they would have to score like 14 points.
Right, probably, unless the offense scores 0 touchdowns.
Right. Like you would have to 1 touchdown means you got to score 14 points. That's like a pick 6 or what? Nah, nope, not gonna happen.
I expect to see some takeaways this game. I don't know if they're gonna turn into touchdowns though.
I mean, that's a lot.
That is a lot. That's a lot to ask for. To go out there and score 14 points on defense. Yeah,
you can.
It's possible. I ain't gonna say it can't happen.
You never could predict turnovers, man. Like turnovers, like people be saying it like, "Hey, man, this team is topping the leagues in turnovers. I expected them to get 2 turnovers." You can't ask for that.
Never.
That's not a thing, man.
No. And a lot of it's luck and timing.
Right.
They're one of the hardest things to predict. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're against that one. So go ahead, Mike.
All right, this next one, if this happens, we have to get this guy in the show and give him everything, because this is from Ian. He predicts Jameis Winston breaks the record for most QB sneaks in a single game. They run the same play 200 times. He has become too powerful. Stefanski afraid to bench him.
I guess it's possible.
What's wrong with people, man?
He go quarterback sneak 200.
There's not even 200 plays in a game.
There's not.
I asked for the hottest take in their boldest prediction. That's certainly bold. It fits the criteria.
He didn't say delusional. He didn't say that's almost like a near-death experience.
It's not even 200 plays in a game.
For that to happen, he would have to. I'm trying to figure out like the
He'd average
logistically.
3.4 yards a carry.
No, really, we'd have to average 3 yards a carry, and they'd have to get the first down on 4th down every time.
Yeah,
because you'd want there to be as many plays as possible.
So I'm going to start the quarterback sneak challenge. If you can beat the computer on all Madden running just quarterback sneaks, I'll give you $100.
Bolt 2.6 yards per carry is the exact number he'd have to
2.6,
average and go for it on
Beat
every
the
4th
computer.
down. And get a 3 and out every time.
No,
Speaking of which,
you get like 1 yard.
Right now, you're what, 42?
Yeah, I think.
You're not sure?
I don't know.
You forget?
What
year were you born, 81?
Yeah, like.
When is your birthday?
November 14th.
So you're going to be 43.
Yeah, like that's wild. Like, why don't I remember that?
That is crazy.
Like I think somebody was like, somebody said you're scared of getting old, so you just stop counting.
Black it out.
You just kind of blank it out. But I really don't care.
Well, let me ask you this. As a 42-year-old man, a once excellent athlete who has a lot of physical issues at the moment.
My physical prowess is down.
If you had to right now, somebody comes up to you and says, all right, I'll give you $1 million for doing nothing.
Oh, I seen this.
Right.
Okay.
You get 5 yards in the NFL game, $10 million.
5. It was how many carries? I don't remember. Was it 10 carries?
10 carries, 5 yards.
But if you get
$10 million.
If you get 5 yards on 10 NFL carries, you get $10 million.
But I gotta get what's 1 million?
Nothing.
So I get explain that again.
You either get $1 million for doing nothing, or You have 10 carries in an NFL game behind whatever offensive line you want.
That's not what he said.
I thought it was.
No, they picked the line.
Okay.
They said the 10th best line.
All right, so a solid offensive
against,
line.
I think they said
you
like
got to get 5 yards in 10 carries. But if you don't get it, you get no money. If you get it, you get 10 money.
It was Dallas's offensive line. That's who it was.
So first and foremost, I've already had
And it was against like a top 5 defense.
I've already had a strategy for this.
Yeah, I like that you've already have a strategy.
My strategy for anything is when you go into Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, they're like, oh, you can leave home, you can leave here right now with $450,000 or go for the $1 million question. Right. I came here with nothing, so I'm taking the $450. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, that's smart.
Now for me, so I could get injured in the first play,
right?
Then have no chance to get the 9 carries. That's right. Nothing for $1 million. I didn't that's free money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the free.
I would take the $1 million. I'm guessing Tyvis would go for the 5 yards.
Yeah, well, 5 yards.
Yeah.
Yes. 10 carries for 5. Yes.
But I feel like physically.
Are you serious? I'm going out there and I'm
saying you.
I'm telling them right now. I want the spread. I want 2 by 2. We coming out 10 personnel. So get these linebackers out of here. It's 1-on-1 with the linebacker. I'm getting 5 yards. 10 carries. I'm getting that ball going straight and putting my shoulder down.
I'm with you.
I think Tyvis could mess around and get 20 yards.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like he played in the NFL, dog.
Listen, I'm getting behind that line and I'm running straight into the back of my lineman. We going for at least 2 yards.
I don't even think I could get 1 yard in 10 carries.
You crazy.
You could get a fullback dive.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I saw Bolt try and crawl his way to first base.
I have no
Here's how you could do it.
Yeah.
If he wanted 5 yards and got 10 carries, all they have to do is if he can take the snap and do the tush push, he gets 5 yards easy.
Easy. That's my only chance is if they tush pushed me. But I'm 340 pounds.
But guess what?
Jalen Hurts only weighs like $180.
You only got to get 5 yards, so that means you got to get like a half a
yard.
There's absolutely no way that I'm not getting them 5 yards. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting 5 yards.
I think Tyvis and Bull are both locks. Tyvis locked to get it, Bull locked not to get it.
Oh, you wouldn't get it either, my friends.
I think I could.
No chance you get it.
5 yards.
I wouldn't survive.
And I'm 245. How big is the linebackers nowadays? I'm definitely getting it.
Mike would get it.
Yes, it's 5. You can scheme like Tyler said.
You can't come out there and run out formation. You got to run 2 by 2. Spread them out so they got to go down personnel. Go down. So it's just you and the Mike linebacker.
Like.
If it's blocked up, right, you should get that.
But I'm saying if injuries weren't a factor,
yeah,
I could get 5 yards. I would get every bone in my body broken on the first hit.
10. If you said 5 carries for 5, that's 10 carries for 5. How could you not?
I could get the 5 yards because it's just going to be hard tackling somebody my size anyway.
And they said I'm running behind Zach Martin because they said Dallas's offensive line.
I could fall forward. Like, I'm already like 6'4", 6'5".
That's true. Just stretch your arms.
All I got to do is stretch and give me the first down.
That's true. It doesn't matter if you fumble. You still get the rest of the
right. So easy money. Now,
all right, Mike, go ahead.
Next one, you ready?
Wait, hold on. G had one final thought on this.
Now, listen. Could a woman get the yards? Like, say it was Mary Kay.
No.
Mary Kay had to get 5 yards.
I would say the same thing I say about Mike. They're too small. She's too small.
Or like
now you told me, some big strong woman.
Mary,
I'd say yes.
My wife would die on the first carry.
Yeah, your wife couldn't do it. She's tiny also.
She'd be out of here.
Well, they got to get over it. First, you got to get over the stage fright. That's first.
Who's a big strong woman we know?
What's the girl that's on the lady on the Brown staff?
Oh, yeah.
Callie.
Yeah,
I think she could get 5 yards.
10 yards.
I would believe so, too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she plays football.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, I bet you she could get 5 yards. She's a good athlete, I assume.
All right, back to the hot takes here. Speaking of a couple of yards, how about Amari Cooper finally has his breakout game? 9 receptions for 130 and a tutty.
It's just not going to be that.
I don't know about 130, but I give you the catch. I give you 6 catches and a TD. I give you that.
I don't know about the reception.
Dang, that's messed up. You really down on him.
The targets. That's 9 receptions. How many?
He had 8 targets last week.
I just don't know that they're going to be throwing the ball that crazy.
I do. They got to get him going.
I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. The Giants' defense, by the way, against Washington, they were the definition of bend, don't break. Washington got 7 field goals, no touchdowns in that game last week.
Get you
And
three,
just because it's last week doesn't mean it's
three,
going to happen
get you
again.
none.
They could not score in the red zone. Now, they have a rookie quarterback.
They
but-
secondary really not good.
Who, Washington?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know anybody in it.
No, it's not good.
The one guy they drafted in the first round, I don't even know if he starts.
Oh.
Last year.
All right, so you
He
think
got hurt. He's out for the year, Ty.
With
You're
the
buying
thumb, with a
this
thumb injury?
Yeah, Forbes.
With the thumb injury?
They placed him on
thumb
IR.
injuries out for the year?
Placed him on IR.
A
Before
thumb
the
injury?
What?
They placed him on IR before the season?
No, he just went on IR, but
Oh,
they
so-
said they're not expecting him back for the season.
Emmanuel
Emmanuel Forbes. You talking about?
Yeah,
He's been
yeah.
terrible anyway.
That's what I know, but still.
All right.
Thumb injury?
So you're yes on this bold prediction?
No.
I know you're no.
That's a lot of
I'm no.
yards.
130.
130 is a lot.
You saying
We
no?
ain't even,
Think about it.
He got what, 145 total?
We threw
No, he doesn't.
No, I'm talking about what did Deshaun throw
He
for
was
last
186.
Yeah.
He threw for 186 last game.
The only way Amari's getting that is if Deshaun has like a
That's
throws for 250.
my
plus,
point
and
exactly.
I just don't see that type of game.
Oh, no. He got to throw for 300 to get that.
Probably.
That's half his production.
Probably. You're right. All right, Mike. What's next?
Next up, this from Damian Frederick. He was on the fan show with me last week.
How'd that go? The second one, by the way.
Good. It was good. We're doing another one this Friday.
All right.
So Damian Frederick said, Browns run for 200 yards between Ford, Foreman, and Watson.
It's funny in my headlines. In my headline, my highlight is the Browns rushing for a lot of yards this week. I don't think they'll get 200, but I think they're going to run for a lot of yards.
I got him at like 168 to 175.
Something like that. Yeah, I could see that.
I can see it. I can see 200.
That's not crazy though.
I can see 200.
Yeah,
It's kind of the most realistic
Deshaun start taking off and running. I can see 200.
that's definitely the most realistic of the
of
predictions.
what we've heard so far.
Yeah.
Of the bold predictions.
All right, next one comes from I'm Just Saying Sports. This one the opposite direction. I'm Just Saying Sports says Daniel Jones plays better than Deshaun Watson and the Giants winning Cleveland.
I
that's
mean, it's
possible.
possible.
I don't think
I would not dismiss that at all.
So say Watson throw for 175 and Daniel Jones throw for 196 and a touchdown, and Watson don't throw no touchdown.
Yeah.
And then it's a low scoring game.
Yeah. I actually have the Giants scoring no touchdowns in this game.
Really?
I think this game could be a spark off type game because
I'm trying to think.
I think people.
Is they receiving core? It's Neighbors, Wan'Dale
Darius
Robinson, and Slayton. Who's the tight end?
Daniel Bellinger, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's a mix of nobody.
Eric Bellinger?
No, Daniel.
Cody Bellinger.
They really don't got nobody that's like Wan'Dale Robinson. I think he's a decent player. Malik obviously is a great player. Slayton he's a deep threat, but if everybody running this too high thing, I mean.
Now Daniel Jones can hurt you in scrambles if they get out of their rush lanes. Yeah. You got to stay disciplined. You can't be dipping inside. You know, he can hurt you with his legs a little bit. And for them, they just want to stay on the field. They just want to, they just want to move the chains and keep it staying out there.
And we know over the last 2 years, really last year, because it hasn't been the case yet this season, the Browns have at times struggled with mobile quarterbacks.
Yes. They let Russell
God,
Wilson
like
be
this
mobile.
man Vic or something.
Nobody's saying he's Vic, but
He
can
hurt
run.
You know,
Daniel Jones can run.
Yeah, the turf
He's a better runner than he is a thrower.
the turf eats him up too.
you know you've been in them locker rooms. You've been in thousands of meetings where these defensive coordinators be hyping up these players you going against, and you be like, "Dang, you got this dude." They come in on Sunday.
This happens every week.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
This is every week.
There's some of you in here.
Every
There's
week.
some of you in here that's reading your press clippings. Let me tell you about these Giants, man. The Giants, listen, they had 300 yards of total offense, and we're like, that's not that much. But I'm gonna tell you what, Daniel Jones has the ability to beat you with his legs. If we come out here playing around, Daniel Jones, if we're not disciplined rush lanes, Daniel Jones is going to convert first downs, money downs. I'm telling you guys right now, they will manufacture an argument.
No, they do that. They really do. It's been so many times that I went in the game hyped up, and
Hype.
you get out there and be like, man,
I knew you was trash.
I swear.
Are you ever out on the field like, this guy sucks?
Yes, like, man.
They had me
Who's
go.
the quarterback you said that about, Tyvis?
Tyvis not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't do that. Well, like, man,
I
I
tell
gotta
him
cut it
though.
out, man. Cut it out.
I'll say it. He texts me and then I say it. I'm like, keep your jobs, bro.
Russell Wilson sucks? What?
Justin Fields? No.
Next one, we had an Amari Cooper prediction. This is a Jerry Jeudy prediction. This just feels like from Blake Folger, 26-38. This feels like a Jerry Jeudy game. 113 all-purpose yards and a reverse of 30 yards.
What?
So that's part of the 113 is the 30-yard run.
That's
doable.
That's doable. I don't know if they want to run the reverse-onomics with.
Did he run a reverse last week?
Yeah, he got.
It was a giant 0-yard gain.
It looked like it was going to be a good play.
And then it was this corner. You know how it is when that corner come out of nowhere. You be like, dang it, where'd the corner come from?
Did a good job of crack replacing.
Yeah. That corner be show up
Not
late.
Impossible. I'd bet against it though.
I would. I don't think they're gonna run too much of that.
You wouldn't run that 2 weeks in a row.
No.
Why not?
It's already on tape.
What do you mean? It's on tape.
The other team might be thinking they're not going to run that 2 weeks in a row.
Okay, but the edge will be on alert, and you got Thibodeau and Brian Burns. Please do it. We'll kill them.
Can I ask this question? And I've been wanting to ask this question for a long time. When you talk about plays running them 2 weeks in a row, if you're so dominant with running scripted plays, right? So people say I'm gonna script my first 15. Stefanski is great with it, right? Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Come out looking great, off balance. Everything's moving up and down the field. Points. Why wouldn't you just script the first 15 plays of the second half too?
Because they know what you're doing?
No. They're completely different plays.
I'm sure they do have a plan coming out.
I guess you can't prepare for it because you don't know what the status of the game is going to be at that.
But the defense can't prepare for it because they're like, bro, we have not seen any of these plays on film, and they didn't run it in the first half.
Do you think that they come out in the second half and don't think that they – usually the first half is let's see how they plan. Let's see what we can do. We're going to run some plays to see what is open, and we'll come back to it. But usually going into the game, they have the kind of concepts and stuff that they want to run. They just get to it out of different formations and dress it up.
That second batch of cookies for them is terrible. They missing stuff in the second batch, Tyvis. These cookies, the second batch came out. It was not. You didn't have enough yeast in it.
You can't say that. You can't say that. Because
the first batch was crumble, the second batch was Keebler.
You can't say that. You got to say they haven't put two halves together yet. The first half of the first game was terrible offensively. The second half was decent. Last week the first half was good. The second half was terrible. So it flipped.
I don't buy the second half. That was all. They were down big by that point.
So what? But they still was getting completions and stuff.
The Cowboys had taken their foot off the gas.
I thought the foot was off the gas pedal.
After the punt return for a touchdown,
I thought that
was over.
I'm confused why the plays seem to be super stagnant in the third quarter. And Mikey did. I think he did the whole thing with the points and how many points coming out of halftime. And it's one of their lowest scoring joints. I just throwing it out there. I don't know why.
No, I think it is. I think they do have a plan for what they're going to do. It just don't work.
It don't be working.
Yeah. Mike, you've never heard them say, when we come out in the second half, we're going to score?
Last one, guys. Last one.
Last one comes from Tyler Yoder, who says, Myles Garrett gets 3 sacks. Denzel gets a pick 6. Deshaun throws for 300. Jerry, Jeudy, and Amari Cooper both get 100 receiving yards, and the Browns win.
I'm going
35.
to tell you right now.
That's a crazy parlay. Go ahead.
If that happens, this is going to be the greatest show.
A lot more than 35.
It's going to be
like 49.
It's going to be the greatest show on Monday ever if that happens.
49-3 if they all do that.
If they do that, I'm standing on the table.
They do that Tuesday. I'm coming in with a gold bottle of Welch's.
Listen, actually, I would go right through the building.
You ain't standing. I love you, G. You ain't standing on that table.
Yeah, no, that would not be good.
Not only would the table break, because of the way the thing moves up and down,
yeah.
You would fall off. You'd break your ankle.
Oh, my God.
Probably pull some herniated discs. It'd be a catastrophe all around if that happened.
That would be a disaster.
Bubble wrap life.
What if G and I both stood on it at the same time?
Whoa.
Oh, it'd just
we balance it out.
It'd just disintegrate.
I